What's up, Pineapples? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a whoop or womp on a product, and I feel like I have not done the whole whoop or womp dance in such a long time. So today we are going to figure out if the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation is a whoop or womp. Also, I just want to make a quick announcement. I know I said on my channel I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and I want to do random Sundays. To be quite honest, I want to upload just as much as I can. If I'm done with the video, there's so many products that are coming in and I don't want to limit myself, which is why I started doing like the videos on Sunday. So if you guys noticed, the last 2 weeks I uploaded Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Maybe I'll upload like that, but to be quite honest, I'm probably just going to upload like when I do. I don't want to keep like a certain schedule. Like once a video comes out, maybe I'll have a video one right after the other. So I just wanted to update you on that because I don't know, like I said, sometimes I have like videos I want to do and maybe it might be on one product. Like one I want to do is the Lash Princess. It just came out in a waterproof version and I want to test it out to see if it's truly waterproof, and that's a video that I can do and maybe I want to post it tomorrow. But back to business, I just want to make that quick announcement. We're going to be covering the Dream Urban Cover. Now, I have tested this foundation out for 3 days. The third day is when there was kind of like an issue where my phone accidentally collapsed into the pool. It was a whole accident and I didn't really get to finish kind of reviewing that foundation for that day. So I just went on to the next day and I tested it out. So don't worry, you still have like your 3 days. It's kind of like 3.5 if you really think about it, because I did review it for part of the day. I just wanted to put it to the test and kind of step it up with testing a foundation. I thought I had lipstick on my teeth. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe, become a part of the Pineapple tribe. I'm not gonna say I upload every Tuesday, Thursday. I wanna put as much content as I can for you guys. All right guys, so now let's get into the video and figure out if this baby is a whoop or womp. Obviously I have no face makeup on and I figured I'm gonna start my whoop or womp videos like this because I know a lot of times people say, oh, well, we kind of see what it looks like right off the bat. I'm not gonna wear the foundation right away so you don't see the final effect. So my face is completely bare except I have my eye makeup on and my lip on. I wanted to read what it says on the site. I always like reading like the whole claims of the foundation. Now this one's from the Maybelline site itself. That this baby comes in 16 different shades, which is a really good variety. Experience Maybelline's first protective foundation makeup specifically formulated to shield skin from harmful environmental aggressors. This lightweight foundation, so is a lightweight formula, has broad spectrum SPF 50 and is enriched with antioxidants to protect against pollution. It not only leaves a natural, keep that in mind, natural looking finish, but protects skin all day. Basically, the main gist of it is lightweight. It is a full coverage. It says right here, full coverage protective makeup sunscreen with SPF 50, antioxidant enriched, 16 shades. There's definitely a variety of prices. I know Target I saw was $10.99, Ulta Beauty $12.99. You did get a free gift when you spend $15 or something like that. Walmart $10.98, so 1 penny less than Target. Rite Aid has it for $9.09, so it just depends where you want to shop. So now let's go into application. I'm going to be using my little dent-free Leave No Marks little pins. I showed this in my Walmart haul that I showed you guys last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to be using these babies because you guys know I am not a fan of having my hair in my face when I am placing my makeup. So let's try this out. So one side of my face, I'm going to be applying it with a sponge. This is a Sigma 3D HD sponge. It's like a little bit dirty. I couldn't get it that clean right now, but this is one of my favorite sponges. And then I'm also going to be applying it with a flat top kabuki. It's gold because it was like celebrating Sigma's anniversary, so congrats to them. But again, just use whatever sponge you want and then whatever flat top kabuki. When I applied this foundation, I tested it out with 2 different primers. Both were Maybelline. This one is the primer base, and then this one's called the Blur and Pore Minimize, and this one's called the Blur Plus Smooth. And then I used it with both of these primers, so we'll go over which one I enjoyed after. I'm just gonna use the regular Blur and Pore Minimize, and then let's get going. So I really do like the container. When I first saw it, it kind of gave me like It Cosmetic vibes, sort of, because it looks like this a little bit. It's a tube, but when you open it up, there is no pump. It is just like a little spout. So now I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. I am in the shade Soft Hand. I'm gonna let it run down. So as you can see, it's not a really runny formula, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes when it's really runny, it can get pretty messy quick, And this is kind of letting you know, okay, it's a little bit thick in consistency, so that means we're gonna get some good coverage. So I'm just gonna take it with my sponge right there. We're gonna do one side of my face. It's probably good that I'm doing this because I recently got some friends down here, and then I do have some hyperpigmentation right here, and right here. I wanted to show you what the coverage is because this is a full coverage product. Put a little bit more on the sponge because I feel like I didn't really have that much product. We're gonna start blending out. So this product, I will say right away, again, I'm in the shade Soft Tan because your girl is a little bit more brown biscuit. Definitely is easy to blend. This is probably one of the fastest foundations to ever blend, like so fast on me. It's really lightweight, and I believe that claim. And it doesn't have like a super strong scent, like it's very, very mild, but it doesn't have a sunscreen scent to it that's like super, super strong. I don't find that this foundation oxidizes on me as well. Pretty much it stays true to color. So here's one side, and then we're gonna let that kind of set, and now we're gonna move on to the flat top kabuki side. Just gonna place a little right here, right there, and we're gonna work on this side now. Now then you'll see how fast this blends. I feel like this foundation is gonna be really good for like quick days because look how fast. I just did a couple swipes, and if you're someone in a rush or you have a lot of stuff to do and you want an easy foundation to blend out, it doesn't dry right away, which I appreciate. I don't like it when foundations dry super quick and you have to work on one side and then you work on the other, or you kind of figure that out once you place it all over and you're like, how come it's not blending out? And I will say I feel like the brush gives a little bit more coverage, but I find that the sponge just does just as well. I don't see that much of a difference. I think the product works great with a sponge, but like I said, I do see a slight bit more coverage on the brush side. So here you go, sponge, and then brush. Went ahead and let my foundation set for a bit, and I will say this is just one of those foundations where I feel like you have to set. I know some foundations, like say for instance the Maybelline 24-hour foundation, I feel like you can get away with not setting that, or like the L'Oreal Pro Matte, I feel like it just looks like it's already set and you don't necessarily have to set it, but I am one where I just like my foundation to like really last, and whenever you set it, obviously it's gonna last much longer. You kind of lock it into place. Now, when I'm touching the foundation, it does have a little slight tack to it, so it's not necessarily all the way set. So in my personal opinion, I feel like you should just set it, and I just love setting my foundations every single time. So this is what it looks like after a couple minutes. There's not too much like, I don't know, it's not too mattifying. It has like a nice glow, and I personally love that. You guys already know that. I feel like my lighting was going a little bit dark, but I just did a light dusting of the Superstay just because it does add a little bit more extra coverage. This one is in the shade Golden. It's been one of my favorite powders from Maybelline, and I absolutely love it. But like I said, it does add extra coverage, so I've just been doing like a super light dusting all over. Now this is what the foundation looks like. I think it looks flawless. I think it looks really good, super easy to blend, lightweight. So this is the sponge side, and then this is the brush side, and I personally really enjoy both. All right guys, well this is the final look with the rest of my makeup. I have my blush, my highlight, and all that good stuff. It's completely set. What do you guys think? Do you like the way it looks? Personally, just by looking at it off the bat, I think it looks very, very flawless, but you guys are gonna have to wait to see if this baby lasts. Like I said, I did test this out for 3 days, and we're gonna figure out if this baby really even holds. So now you guys are gonna see how it lasted within the next 3 days. Whoop! Hi, Pineapples! So it is day 1 of me trying out the Maybelline Urban Foundation. So I'm gonna test it out for a couple days. I wanna try something new on my channel. I wanna test it out for 3 days in a row. So far, this is like hour 2.5, and I'm gonna be in different weather conditions. Like today, I'm gonna be in an area where it's gonna be super hot, like 100 degrees, and I wanna test it all out. I don't wanna just like be doing errands or inside my house. You know, I really wanna be out and about so I can test it in all different conditions. So we're gonna see how this thing's gonna last, and I got some on my white shirt. I'm gonna be outside, so yeah, doing something sporty, but I just want to check in really quick just so you can see what it looks like. I'll check in with the rest of the day. Woo! All right, guys, check in. It's been 6-hour wear. I will say it's holding up pretty good, but I feel like it's fading a little bit, but that's because I had like sunglasses on. It was hot. See, it's already fading because I was sweating. So, it was hot, but then it kind of cooled down and then it got hot again. I feel like I've seen longer wearing foundations. I do have more oily skin, and today I was like really sweating, but I do more like a pat, not like a wipe. I don't know. We'll see though. My lips look so dry because we're out in the sun. I need to put on chapstick. Definitely getting oily up here because we're in the sun, see? And that's highlight and oil. All right, 6-hour check-in. Hey guys, so I wanted to come here because I have like these bulbs that are like more true to light, and I wanted to show you my face. It's now about like 8.5, 9 hours, and I'm about to take a shower. I can't last like this all day long just because it's just way too many hours. I need to take a shower. I'm sweaty. We're gonna go have dinner with our friends and stuff like that and go out. So I have to take this off, but I just wanted to kind of make like an 8.5, 9 hour mark. I am super oily on my forehead. Again, I was in like 90 to 100 degree weather, so I was sweating, but it lasted pretty good for that intense heat and I was sweating. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I do have an oily T-zone. This is very normal. I didn't touch up or anything like that, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's just because I was so sweaty. But again, we're gonna have 2 more days, 2 more full days of me wearing this just to test out different conditions. Tomorrow, I'm not really doing too much, just like errands and stuff, but I'm not going to be in intense heat and be out and about and like doing outdoor activities. So I just wanted to test it out, you know what I mean? Like I said, in different conditions, but so far this held up pretty good. Would I say I'm disappointed in it? No, not at all today. So we'll see tomorrow. I think it's probably going to last a little bit better just because I'm not going to be outside in that kind of condition. So yeah, I haven't been this oily in a while. Once summer hit and once it got hot, my skin changed. It's definitely different from winter. And yeah, I'm getting oily almost all around now. Not just my T-zone. We're gonna see how day 2 is. What's up, Pineapples? So just finished filming. I feel like the lighting is crazy in here, but I do have glowy skin. So day 2 of testing out the Urban Foundation. One, I want to say I used a much more mattifying primer, but I did add some Glotion from L'Oreal, so it's more like an illuminator. I wanted to see how I was going to work with it, to see if I'm able to use any type of illuminating products with also something that's going to fill in my pores and help mattify, because I love glowy skin. Yesterday got kind of oily, but this is hour 2 of wearing it. Today's a more mellow day, like I just finished filming and then I'm gonna be doing some work. I might jump in the pool for a little, but I'm not gonna wet my face. We'll see how it's gonna go. It's a warmer day, but yeah, we're gonna see how this baby wears. So far, this is our number 2. Looking good, doesn't look cakey. I think it looks beautiful, so we're gonna see how it's gonna last on a more like chill day today, but used with different products. Okay guys, so now I am at the around 4.5 to 5 hour mark. I'm about to be 5. This is what my foundation looks like. I'm just sitting down. I'm not naked. I have my dress on. I'm just editing my video right now, but super chill day, like I said. Foundation looks nice, but I definitely see kind of like my oils coming through. I did use an illuminator today, so that could be also it. But it seems like it's wearing pretty good. I haven't been sweating at all. Like I said, it's a much more chill day, but I did use a mattifying primer. I don't know, but I think it looks nice. I put a ton of highlight today, you guys. I put 2 different highlights because I was testing out some products and I wanted to show like a swatch of another one. But yeah, so far looking good though. I think it looks really nice, and I just love the fact that there's SPF 50. So, okay, I'll check in a couple more hours. So this is gonna be my final check-in. I think maybe we'll do one more. But so far, the foundation, I don't know if the light is kind of messing it up, but it looks exactly the same as before. I just look a little bit more oily, but like I said, I did put a mattifying primer, but the oils are still coming through. I think this is kind of leaning towards more with someone with normal to dry skin. I definitely have an oily T-zone, so I see it. It doesn't feel heavy though, but so far foundation is looking basically the same. It doesn't look bad though. If you do have oily skin, so far I am enjoying it. Again, I am doing no touch up, so it'd be a whole different story if I was touching up and all that, then it would look honestly okay. So we'll see tomorrow because it's gonna be hot again and I'm gonna be, you know, doing my own thing, and we'll see how the weather's gonna keep up. I'm gonna use the Maybelline primer again. I'm gonna apply it with a brush to see if I enjoy it with a brush, because the last 2 days I did it with a sponge, and yeah, I wanna just try it out and with a different tool. So, okay, maybe one more check-in, but so far it's just basically the same. My oils are just coming out, which is very natural. Okay guys, day 3. I'm in my beauty room. My beauty room is under construction. We got a whole repiping of our house, so that's why I've been filming in the other area, but I have someone coming to like paint it and all that this week, so we're much more ahead now. So just wanted to show you because I'm gonna jump in the pool in the next 30 minutes or so, and I figured, hey, let's just test it. Let's just see. I didn't say anything about being waterproof, but there is an SPF of 50, and I figured I need to protect my face anyhow, and I'm doing this video. So I didn't put any concealer or anything, but I just put like a light dusting, and now I am setting it with whatever this is, the Maybelline Fit Me, because I don't know, I figured I'd stick to Maybelline products. And let's just see how this is. I mean, like I said, I need to protect my face anyhow because I'm gonna go out in the sun and swim and stuff, but I figured, hey, let's just test it out. You never know, some people wear makeup to the pool. I also used a brush. This is the new Sigma Gold one to celebrate like their anniversary and stuff, but I like it with a sponge. I just love sponges, and I feel like the coverage didn't change. It's like a really nice, like full coverage product that it really works. Like I barely tapped in that area. I mean, I could have put more, but I wasn't really going for coverage. I'm just trying to see if a light layer will last in like the pool. So just wanted to come on here and explain that because obviously this isn't, I just put it on. It's about 1 o'clock, and I figured, let me explain the situation before I'm just like in the pool, like, hey guys, I'm in the pool. Okay, you guys, we're continuing day 3 because yesterday someone hit my phone into our pool yesterday. So I didn't get to do my day 3. So we went to Apple Store yesterday, but testing it out in kind of hot weather today. And I'm using like my regular Maybelline primer. So we'll see. So far I'm like sweating, but it's lasting really well. And I'm just so glad that there's SPF 50 because someone forgot SPF also.
Yeah, so trying to stay off the sun.
But I only remember because it's in my makeup, so my body's not protected. But so far it's lasting pretty good. Foundation check. So we just had some drinks. Very juicy. So I'm looking at my foundation. It looks so good, you guys. It's actually really upholding like within like normal hot weather. How many degrees do you think it is? 70 something. It's perfect. So I really like it because there's SPF 50. So it's kind of changing my mind because the other day I thought it was not lasting really well, but now I'm really appreciating it. So we'll see. Okay, here's decent lighting. So you guys, we're back from Disney. Oh my gosh, it was hot today, but I have to say, I am pretty impressed with how the foundation lasted. The first day, it definitely was coming off because I thought, okay, I'm not gonna like it because it was already wearing off, but it was 100 degrees and I was just sitting there sweating and wiping my face. So, I mean, that's not a common everyday thing that I do. So today, it lasted really, really well. I did not touch up whatsoever. I absolutely loved it today. It really surprised me. The SPF 50 was honestly so key, and I think it was amazing because a lot of the times we forget to put on SPF. So for it to have 50 is just so good, and it's drugstore. I feel like a lot of the foundations that I use that do have SPF is mainly like IT Cosmetics, and that's expensive. So this was pretty darn good. So now back to the review. All right, guys, so now you can see my results after testing it out for those 3 to 3.5 days. What did you guys think? Day 1, obviously, I was in super hot weather conditions. So at first, I was kind of like disappointed. I was like, oh, it's not really lasting. And then after, you know, I mean, regardless, it was really hot weather. I was sweating a ton. And then I kind of saw how it lasted within the next day. Then the second day was more like a regular chill day, like work day, and then like doing some errands and stuff. And then the third day was when it was a little bit hot. I was out and about, out in the sun, in and out, different weather conditions. All in all, how do I feel? Is this baby a whoop or a womp in my books? This baby is definitely a whoop. Now, the main reason why I'm saying it's a whoop because first off, it's an SPF 50. I think that's amazing. I'm one where I personally can forget to put my SPF, and if I'm using something during the summer and it has SPF already in it, I think that's amazing. It's gonna really help alleviate a lot of you know, people from forgetting to put on SPF. So this is gonna be like a perfect 2-in-1. I know a lot of people do forget to kind of place it right before their makeup. You do your makeup and you're like, shoot, I forgot to put SPF. We forget, trust me. I'm like a big stickler on SPF and I still forget some days where I'm just like rushing. I have other things on my mind, but just knowing it's already in here, it just solves that. Also, SPF 50 is amazing. I feel like a lot of high-end like products have a higher SPF. I don't really know, personally me, I don't really know another drugstore brand that has an SPF of 50 or higher. Let me know. I really do not know anybody who has that. I feel like I've seen a lot of SPF 15 and 20, but I've never seen 50. Also, another great thing is that it's super lightweight, but it is full coverage. So if you're someone where you're in the sun and you want something that's just not as sheer, because I feel like summertime, people don't want to wear anything heavy, but there are a lot of people with either hyperpigmentation and melasma, maybe you have acne issues, and you want to cover them up. But with that usually comes like more heavier foundations, and sometimes they don't have SPF. So I think this is really great for people who still want to cover up those problematic areas, feel really confident, but still have the protection with the makeup. And I think that that's really great because I personally have some friends who suffer from melasma, but they hate wearing like a heavy foundation during summertime. It's not fun, but they just want to cover up that area. So this is definitely something I'm going to suggest to them now that I've really been trying this out. I feel like the lighting was like going in and out. Sorry about that. I'm going to like really have to pay attention since now I am using natural lighting because I know you guys appreciate it. But yeah, overall, I think it's just like a great product. Yeah, it's not waterproof, but it didn't make that claim. But overall, I think this is a great summertime foundation. Even though I was sweating, remember, I was not touching up at all. I didn't use any setting spray. And if you guys are going about your day and you usually do touch-ups, this is gonna last. So if I would have brought my powder, which I never bring my powder, so I don't automatically do it like out of habit. If I would have brought my powder and used it within the whole day, it would have been great. It would have been amazing. I feel like it wouldn't look cakey at all, and it would have lasted and looked great all day long. Even with me sweating and all of that, I think it would have lasted. So just remember, I'm not touching up, doing nothing. And when you put that into play and how long and the different types of conditions, it lasted really, really well. Also, I'm really surprised with like the primers because usually I really like using like high-end primers. I don't know, it's just like my thing if I want something to really, really last. But these two primers worked really well. If I were to pick one which I thought worked better, it's definitely this one. This one is the Blur and Pore Minimize. I feel like the Blur and Smooth is a little bit more moisturizing and not as long lasting. So I definitely would say the Blur and what is it called? Sorry, the Pore Minimize is definitely your choice. Now, when it comes to skin type, who would this really benefit? If you have dry skin, I would try this out and not really set it. I feel like your skin would kind of be really nice and glowy, not as dry. Now, if you have oily skin, which I personally have an oily T-zone normal all around, but lately I've been basically oily all around and just oily everywhere. Now, if you do have oily skin, I feel like if you properly use like a light moisturizer and use a good primer, then it's definitely gonna last. I don't feel like it made me any more like oily or greasier than usual because I'm already oily. I feel like it didn't really bring that out. I mean, it was hot. I'm obviously gonna have my oils coming out and nothing like unusual. So I think it'll really last for both different types of skin types. It's just really properly like prepping your skin and figuring out what works for you. But overall, it's just like the SPF 50 is just so good. So I'm a big fan of it. All right, guys, well, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys really like these Whooper Womps because I want to do another one on the new Lash Princess Waterproof. I want to put it to the test. I want to exercise in it. I want to jump in the pool, maybe take a shower, and we'll figure out how long that mascara can really withstand and all that good stuff. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Like I said, I'm just going to be pumping out videos as much as I can. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Mwah. Woo-hoo!